in our industry, there was nobody talking about what that relationship of the hairdresser-client relationship looked like. So I was started to think about that, and I said, well, let me kind of write this a few questions down, and it kind of evolved into like an 8-question format, which really started taking a deep dive look into client hairdresser relationships. And then I also started finding that there's multiple layers to that. Like, how are your relationships affecting your relationship with your clientele versus like for example, you get into a fight with your husband or your boyfriend or your lover or your spouse, whatever, and then you come to work, you're already on a different level of energy coming to work, and you're bringing that energy to work. So that energy really starts impacting not only yourself, your work, your peers, your clientele, everything starts to shift. So I started looking at that and discovering that, man, nobody's really talking about what that looks like. And for me, I started doing hair in 1992, and I have career-long clients. So I started looking at how do you maintain a clientele for more than 10 years or more than 15 or 20 years. And you have to continually evolve and change with the times. There's a reason why people or clients jump from salon to salon to salon. Most of the time is they haven't met or found that connection, because it's not about, everybody can do a bob now. There's so many great hairdressers, so what's gonna separate me from the next hairdresser, right? So a lot of it is that connection that you have with the clientele. So if you don't have a connection to begin with, that client is gonna bounce to the next salon until they find a hairdresser that they actually can connect with. Sometimes people have a hard time with that hand-to-hand combat, I call it, which is a conversation behind a chair. Because so many stylists, especially the younger ones that were born into the social media craze, they are always like this. But as hairdressers, we're probably one of the fewest industries that we actually have to talk up and work upright and connect with someone else, another human being. And a lot of people don't think about that. And I started looking at that, and that's where this class kind of came from. That's why I created the Reset.